What if I told you Lil Wayne wasn't just warning us, but actually helped rescue over 100 victims from Diddy's secret world?
You want to stay away from me, Diddy back, motherfuckers.
Lil Wayne just shattered the internet not with music, but with a shocking revelation that flips the entire narrative surrounding Diddy. In a resurfaced viral clip, Wayne doesn't just hint, he exposes the darkness that's been hiding in plain sight for decades. What seemed like random gossip before now makes terrifying sense in light of recent events.
Mr. Lee,
Yeah, I love this drink.
where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
Oh,
when
it's
you
right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right here.
scraping.
No, I got
I
no
like
shit.
that.
In one jaw-dropping clip, Wayne is sitting next to Diddy and boldly warns young artists to stay away from certain people in the industry. He didn't dance around it. He named Diddy on camera what once got brushed off as a joke, now sounds like a coded warning we all missed.
Good question. I'm just trying to tell all these young cats out there trying to come up, like, where do you think they gotta go to? From your point of view, you know what I'm saying? What is the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best advice is they gotta do it their whole new way, different way, like they from another planet. But coming from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you want to stay away from me, Diddy back, motherfuckers.
Get in yard.
Was dancing all on motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. Call them astronaut. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game.
Or something.
Something like that.
Don't be trying to be famous, so you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
Wayne says Diddy wasn't just a flashy mogul, he was a handler using fame and luxury to trap young artists. These weren't parties, they were setups. With hidden cameras, off-limit VIP rooms, and calculated pressure, the goal wasn't fun, it was control, and once they had footage of you, game over.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in Baltimore.
With the lawsuits and FBI investigations piling up, people are now calling Diddy the Epstein of the music industry, and suddenly, it doesn't seem far-fetched. Comedian Cat Williams backed it up too, naming Diddy as one of Hollywood's elite gatekeepers. This isn't random, it's a pattern.
All lies will be exposed, that's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Lil Wayne's revelations aren't isolated. They're part of a bigger storm, and if you think Wayne's comments were intense, just wait, because the next moment that resurfaced, it made everything 10x worse. In a live stream, Diddy casually joked about sleeping with Usher and the room went silent.
My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like just out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying?
Now here's what most people forget. Usher was only 14 when he was sent to live with Diddy in NYC. Think about that timeline. The grooming allegations, they start to connect. The silence? It becomes haunting.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called.
There to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Years later, Usher carefully hinted at what he experienced, calling it things I couldn't even process at the time. But the part that hit hardest, he said he'd never let his kids near that kind of environment. That's not just reflection, that's a red flag waving in broad daylight.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Lil Wayne pointed out that other artists tried to speak out too, they just did it subtly. Fab once admitted the vibe at Diddy's parties felt off. 50 Cent described them like getting a hug from the front and the back at the same time, and Justin Bieber the late-night studio sessions, the sleepovers, the strange promises. Why was a teen offered a Ferrari at 16 and a mansion by 18?
Puff was like, first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, when we gonna get the chance to kick it? Like, we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. He was like, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I pay for it. And I was like, what the this nigga just signed up? I got the away from him, but I was like, this nigga like, you just tell me he taking me shopping.
Wayne asked the question no one dared to: are the breakdowns we've seen in people like Bieber and others linked to trauma they can't speak on? Because if you line it all up, the pattern is undeniable and it keeps pointing back to Diddy.
When Ja Rule runs out the room, Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the...
Enter Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard. This wasn't just gossip, this was a man on the inside. Gene said he personally saw Diddy buy bags of sex toys for these parties. He described secret rooms, eerie silences, and an unforgettable warning from Ja Rule: don't go in there.
And I'm proud of my brother. My brother is really going to go down in history of a living legend. You know what I'm saying? And don't wait for nobody to give you your flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because I already gave them to you, and I love the bouquet. Good to see you.
Look at Diddy's inner circle: Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, even Jay-Z. All regulars at Diddy's private events. But when the walls started closing in total silence, the only reaction, ghosting the topic completely. And then Diddy randomly mentions Leonardo DiCaprio in a party invite list. Why Leo?
Person that's number 1 on that invitation list.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
The implication is clear: this isn't just a music industry issue. Hollywood's elite might be tangled in the same web. When Diddy said Leo, it felt like he was pulling the curtain back, even if only for a second.
I feel uncomfortable with the way you represent the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah, and then that swayed me away from it, just that alone.
Then you've got Terrence Howard, who's never called Diddy out directly but has made chilling comments about the price of staying successful in Hollywood. He said men in power are forced to give up their man card. That's not metaphor, that's a masked truth.
Lil Wayne endorsed Donald J. Trump, and Lil Wayne also tried to warn us about P. Diddy and his whole posse. You know, kudos to Lil Wayne for standing up to P. Diddy and for standing up for America now, not being a little bitch like these other celebrities.
And just when you think it can't get any darker, here's the twist: Wayne is now allegedly being credited with helping rescue young victims trapped in Diddy's empire. According to leaked reports circulating on X and Telegram, Wayne worked with whistleblowers and security insiders, gathering evidence and exposing hidden rooms inside Diddy's mansion that look less like VIP lounges and more like holding cells.